Good evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, May 19th, 2020. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tullahoma High School Principal Kathy Rose retires, Bonnaroo has a ticket refund program, and the Manchester Rec Center has reopened. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Hello, I'm Ray Nois. This is a critical time in Tullahoma. On August the 6th, voters will have an opportunity to elect a new mayor, one who can provide proven, experienced leadership, one who knows how to get things done and keep Tullahoma moving. I recognize the value of Tullahoma's excellent school system. Our system is recognized as one of the best in the state, and I'll ensure that our schools continue at that level. I will not vote to raise property taxes in order to have a balanced budget until all other options have been exhausted. I'll work closely with our city staff to ensure that my fiscally conservative values are incorporated. Now, I've served on all city boards involved in economic development. I see that as a way that we can broaden our tax base and avoid a property tax rate increase. Some developers have had issues with our planning and codes department. I'll commit to these improvements. There'll be consistency in the instructions from planning and codes without changes from day to day. And there'll be predictable timelines for providing delivery dates for plan reviews, permits, and inspections, timelines that will be met reliably. Now, while we can't do much about the traffic on 41A and 55, we can improve our local streets and sidewalks, and this I commit to do. So I ask for your vote for proven, experienced leadership.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan Macnab Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan Macnab Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Welcome back. Tullahoma High School Principal Miss Kathy Rose was honored during the retirement section of last night's Tullahoma School Board meeting. We go now to retired Dr. Dan Lawson as he congratulates her and her response.
This is not what we wanted. We wanted a live with food and hugs and exchange of pleasantries, but Mr. Hargrove usher us into the age of technology, please.
Thank you, Chairman Welch. We are honoring 6 retirees tonight, and there were a couple of them that are not going to be able to attend this meeting. Well over 200 years of service to our students of Tullahoma City, and we have a special visitor tonight, former Tullahoma City Schools Director, Dr. Dan Lawson will talk to us about our Tullahoma High School Principal, Kathy Rose.
Thank you, Superintendent Hargrove. I appreciate that. Welcome, sir. And greetings to all. I'll let you know that the next hour is going to be good. I've already lived it. So I tell Scott every time we talk that it's going to be okay for the next hour anyway, because I've already lived that for you. I enjoyed a tremendous experience working with a wonderful set of people in Tullahoma, including many of the folks who are on this phone call. And I have nothing but great memories and kind thoughts about all of the folks on this conversation. And one that I would like to spend just a couple of minutes sharing with you my feelings about is Principal Kathy Rose. Certainly, as I've had the opportunity to work with an awful lot of principals, every one of whom were terribly loyal to the job, loyal to supervision, and loyal to kids. But Kathy was one who took her work with a level of passion that truly had no peer. I've jokingly said to many, or at least they thought it was a joke, that if I had the opportunity to take one principal to a bar fight, that principal would be Kathy Rose. Most people looked at Kathy Rose, the demure little principal, and said, yeah, not knowing that she would cut someone in a heartbeat in that bar fight, and I was confident of that. Kathy, I appreciate without question your loyalty to the cause, your passion toward your work, and I appreciate the friendship that we developed and truly enjoy to this day. you are well due a pleasant retirement, and I hope it is long and enjoyable and every bit as fulfilling as I have found my transition. Certainly, if there's anything I can do to help in that endeavor, I'll be happy to do so. But I'm confident with your intellect, with your service, with your passion, you're going to find another place to plug in. You're going to find something that is fulfilling, and you're going to find very quickly that your phone doesn't ring nearly so much. And when it does ring, you don't dread it nearly so much. So I'm going to pray that your experience in this transition is every bit as pleasant as mine. And I want to let you know that memories for more than 2 decades of working with you are certainly nothing but pleasant, ma'am. I have truly treasured and value our friendship, treasure and value the investments that you've made in our kids, in our community, and you have truly framed a path for kids that will be exciting, rewarding, and very valuable. Thank you very much for your service, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Lawson, and thank you, Kathy Rose, for your service to Tullahoma City Schools.
I want to thank Dr. Lawson for his kind words. And y'all don't have an orchestra there, do you? It's an orchestra, because I don't want to get halfway into this and then, the soundtrack from Aladdin start playing behind me or something. But I've got a few people I have to say thank you to, because I wasn't able to do this alone. And a lot of those people are on this call right now. First of all, I want to thank Mark Rose. He's the best friend I've ever had, and he has always supported me in this position, and he has given me the freedom to pursue the job that I have loved all of my life. I want to thank my daughters, Margaret and Elizabeth. They never complained when they ended up having to take a second seat to the job. They were always kind, understanding, and supportive. I want to thank the APs that I've had an opportunity to work with, and I want to start by saying a big thank you to Scott Hargrove, whom I worked next door to for several years. He took me under his wing, and he taught me not to hand anybody the keys to my bus, and I have always remembered that. Scott, thank you for taking a rookie and coaching me up. I need to thank Shannon Duncan. I need to thank Travis Moore. I need to thank Cindy Herrera and Charles Lawson. I know you're out there. If I could pick a brother, I couldn't pick one that would be better to me than you have been, and the support you've given me. Amy Sisk, Sherry Zimmerman, Greg English, you have helped me through the most challenging year that I have had in my career with the health issues that I had. I want to thank Mike Landis. I think he is out there because he pulled me out of the classroom long after I thought my administration days were over with, and he mentored me and he talked me through his thought process and was extremely patient with me and always had time for me. I would be very remiss if I did not give a shout out to the late Reverend Joe Julius from St. Paul's, because Father Julius was the one who, in a conversation one afternoon in 1989, offhandedly said, "Well, you're a real positive person. I think you'd make a good principal." And I'd never even considered it before. I want to thank all the friends who are out there who have celebrated with me and have listened to me moan throughout the years. You have been absolutely great. I'm looking forward to spending some real quality time with you. I saw some 870 prefixes out there. I've got some former students from the 80s from Arkansas who are on this call too. Y'all will never know what you have meant to me. And finally, I need to thank you, Dr. Lawson. I was able to do this job because I always felt your hand firmly between my shoulder blades every move I made. And if I screwed up really bad and upset you, you never let me know it for a minute. And I appreciate that very much. thank all of you for giving me the opportunity to serve here in Tullahoma City Schools. Came here looking for good schools for our children. We found a home and a future here, and we appreciate what this community has done for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
I'm Philip Bourne, NAB Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Macnab Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Macnab Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Also during the Tullahoma School Board meeting, a new internet filtering system was discussed for the Tullahoma City School System.
Technology currently uses two solutions for internet filtering for devices. One covers iPads and the second covers Chromebooks. The current annual cost is just over $43,000 for those two services. Diane has researched some other solutions that could replace both of those options for an annual cost of $17,775, a savings of $25,643 annually. Diane and her staff have received positive feedback from other school districts that are already using Family Zone, as well as completed initial internal testing. Staff recommends the purchase of this internet filtering from Family Zone to allow time to order and receive equipment, train technology staff, and offer summer professional development to teachers and staff in order to be ready for the 2021 school year.
So moved by Jessica.
Motion by Ms. Fogarty. Is there a second?
Second, Teresa.
Second by Ms. Lawson. Jason, give me that so that Ms. Bone can enter it into the motion. The vendor is Family Zone and it's $25,000. What was the last three digits?
The cost is $17,000.
I'm sorry. 17 what?
775.
Okay. All right. The motion then would be to go with the new filtering system. The vendor being Family Zone at the amount of $17,775. We've got a motion to second. Any further discussion?
Can I just say at this point, I just want to thank the tech group for and Diane Darlington for looking into that. I mean, I don't know that there's any other time to say that, but I just appreciate it because that's obviously a great savings, and it's a real commitment because we realize how much more of this we're going to maybe need to access in the future. So I just want to say thanks.
Jessica, on the timing, there's no better than the president to brag on somebody. Anybody else? Ms. Vaughn, if you'll call the roll, please.
Gigi Robinson?
Yes.
Sid Hill?
Yes.
Kim Usselton? Yes. And Pat Welsh?
Yes.
We've got all in favor, Chairman.
Thank you.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Here at NAB Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Macnab, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Macnab Collision Center.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. Tennessee Highway Patrol has arrested a man after they say he struck a pedestrian while driving and left the scene of the accident. Gary Driver, age 49, has been arrested and charged after the 1999 Chevrolet Silverado he was allegedly driving on Monday, May 11th, on Swan Mill Road, left the roadway, struck a tree, and then struck and killed Mildred Herron, age 71, of Morrison. According to a report filed by THP, Herron was running a weed eater on a bank. Driver then left the scene of the accident. Driver has been charged with criminal homicide and leaving the scene of a crash involving a fatality. Peggy Burton recently spoke with Manchester Parks and Recreation Director Bonnie Gamble about the Manchester Rec Center reopening for limited use.
Under restricted access, we're following Governor Lee's Tennessee pledge for opening up exercise facilities. So right now what we have open is our wellness room, and we have some fitness classes and the gym, but that's all. So
and what are some of the precautions you're taking?
Well, everyone who comes in must have their temperature taken before they're allowed to come into the building. Employees, we have to have our temperature taken and recorded daily, and all employees have to wear a face mask or face covering. And then you come in, you have to keep a sort of social distance of the 6 feet. You cannot, our locker rooms are closed, so you cannot use locker rooms or showers. We do have a number of restrooms, so that's okay. And then we have moved all our exercise equipment so that they're at least 6 feet apart.
Do you put the X's on the floor?
Yes, we have X's on the floor.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and we also have plexiglass that's on our front desk. So that when you check in, there's a barrier between you and the person that's checking you in.
That's wonderful. And when are you actually, what time of day are you actually opening?
We're basically our normal hours, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. We close from 12 to 1 because that's when we do intense cleaning again. We clean our restrooms every 2 hours, and there's a log sheet in the restroom, and you can see where we've marked off that we have cleaned. And then on Saturdays, we're open 7:30 to 5, closed from 12 to 1 to clean, and then on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5. So 7 days a week will be open now.
To me, getting this kind of program back open is really important because there are people that are suffering physically, mentally, whatever, if they're not continuing their exercise.
Yes, and this way our indoor track is open. A lot of our seniors like to use that, especially when it gets rainy and they can't be outside. But yeah, it is. Our health is not just about it's physical, but it's also mental.
Of course.
And it's being able to get out there and exercise, see there's human beings out there. And so far started Monday, and it's been great. We have a senior, like our fitness classes are in our gym. Our gym is 16,000 square feet.
That's huge.
So we have a curtain that divides it into 2 spaces. We have some cardio equipment down in the gym now because we wanted to space out well. But you have 8,000 square feet for people to use for a fitness class.
Surely they can separate.
6 feet apart is not a problem. And then we have our senior fitness class. We're offering one a day, Monday through Thursday, and that's at our Ada Wright building. And that is 4,000 square feet. It is the only class that goes on. That class goes on, it's clean, the door's locked until the next day when the class starts again. So it's the only activity that's in there. So we feel pretty good about being able to keep that clean and sanitized.
I'm assuming you all have a website. If anybody wants information, what is the website?
It's www.cityofmanchestertn.com, and you can look for Parks and Recreation. The best thing, though, is to like us on Facebook, Manchester Parks and Recreation, because that's when we post, videos and what's going on, the most up-to-date information. Yeah, and our greenway outside is open and it is connected to our rec center and to our park. So you can park at the rec center, you can go outside and use that greenway if you prefer to walk outside for right now. So that's an addition that we have.
Have you had any trouble getting hand sanitizer and stuff like that?
Not so far. Luckily, for whatever reasons, I made an order right before everything got bad.
Good.
So I have some of those. And we just got some hand sanitizer in that we're going to be able to put in a spray bottle. To get the gel sanitizer is really difficult, but you can get the spray, 80% alcohol, and so we have that. But we're cleaning, so we're open. So we're open Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday 7:30 to 5 p.m., and Sundays 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Bonnie also said the indoor pools have opened to lap swimming only by reservation and the therapy pool. They are also once again offering a summer day camp, but only for ages 5 to 12 years old who are in Manchester and Coffee County school systems only because of restrictions on the number of children to meet with the requirements this summer. We'll be right back with more News Leader on 6.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. Time is running short on getting in your refund request if you cannot make the postponed dates in September for the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival. Organizers for Bonnaroo Music Festival have announced they will offer ticket holders the opportunity to request a full refund for the 2020 event, which was originally scheduled to take place the weekend of June 11th through 14th at Great Stage Park in Manchester. Last month, organizers confirmed the postponement of the 2020 festival, which will now hopefully take place in the fall during the weekend of September 24th through the 27th, where all original tickets will be honored. According to an update to the festival's website shared on Tuesday, fans who purchased tickets for the 2020 event will have until May 31st to request a full refund, which also includes all hotel and airport shuttle packages, Nashville shuttle packages, and more ticket options unique to the annual summer event. Organizers thanked all Bonnaroovians for their patience as they continue to navigate through these unprecedented times together. This year's festival was set to feature performances from Tool, Lizzo, Oysterhead, Primus, Miley Cyrus, Brittany Howard, Tame Impala, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, and many more. So far, none of the scheduled acts have canceled for the rescheduled dates. Bonnaroo's new ticket initiative falls in line with the updated policy set forth by its parent company, Live Nation, which announced earlier this month that fans will have a month-long window to request a full monetary refund within 30 days of a new date announcement. If 60 days have passed since the announcement of an event postponement and no rescheduled dates have been confirmed, the 30-day refund window will open. Head to Bonnaroo.com for more information. For more information regarding the Live Nation Ticket Relief Plan, head to their website for details. And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's show includes Samantha Waters, who will let us know about South Jackson Goes Country auditions. Lyle Russell from Tullahoma Parks and Rec will give us details of D.W. Wilson's reopening, and we'll have an update on horseplay. We'll have all that and more on this week's Living. And stay with us, we'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
My great-grandfather started it in 1900, and now it's 2020, which is 120 years. We still measure your feet, still try to help you find a good fit. We're just a good old-fashioned shoe store where we'll measure your feet, make sure you're in the right size, and help you find a comfortable shoe for men, women, and children.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1962 at 94 degrees. The record low was in 2002 at 37. The average high for this day is 78, and the average low is 56. Rain early for tonight with a low of 52. Thunderstorms on Wednesday with a high of 69 and a low of 55, and scattered storms on Thursday with a high of 72 and a low of 58. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader on 6. Stay safe and have a great evening.